So, are you a person that through time you respect people more, or do you respect people less the more you get closer to them? And I realize I only like to fuck with people who through time respect me more. And I never understand people who respect others less. The closer they get to them, the more they get to know them. The more that person does for them, the less they learn to respect them. It's very strange to me. And I've cut people off for this. Just because we're friends, just because we're lovers or family, and we spend a lot of time together, I've done things for you, you've done things for me. I've been vulnerable with you. I've told you certain things about myself or things I'm going through at the time. Um, I've done favors for you. I have been a shoulder to cry on, whatever it is, okay? I pay attention to behavior. If I notice that the closer I get to someone, the more they start talking slick at their mouth, the more they try to belittle me, the more they try to get over on me. Why would you do that? Huh? It's something like, even I could even understand if you did that to a stranger. But why would you do that to somebody who's already proven and invested in you and have been good to you and have been positive towards you? This is how you know these people are fucking corrupted. Years ago, I had this friend. I cut her off probably back in like 2021. I cut her off, right? And we already had been friends for about 5 or 6 years at the time. And I noticed on that fifth year or that sixth year, she started to get real disrespectful. And I was like, what is that? She wasn't like this in year one, year two, year three, year four, but something about that year five, she started to get real comfortable, real slick talking out her mouth, saying things to me. I was like, this is strange. I don't think she knows who she's fucking with. And I had a talk with her about it. And I told her, I do not take disrespect lightly. The next time you disrespect me or you put me in some type of drama, you're done. I'm cutting you off. She took a bluff. She thought I was bluffing and she got her ass cut off. I remember one day, I used to braid her hair, and it takes about 7, 8 hours to do the particular braids I used to do in her hair, box braids. And my cycle had came, and back then I had horrible cycles. Like, I would be bleeding extremely heavy. There's been times I even passed out because of it. So I let her know a couple of days in advance. I said, hey girl, it's better for you to go to like an African salon, get your hair braided. I cannot braid your hair. I'm not going to be able to stand up for 7 hours while I'm bleeding heavy. I'm so sorry about that, but please go to the salon and get your hair done. And she got so angry, and I said, well, listen, I'm not going to stand up and be uncomfortable just to braid your hair. You can go to any African salon. She even had an African salon across the street from her apartment building, and she had gone there before. You'll need an appointment, just walk in. So she said, okay, no problem. I'm really mad you're not going to do my hair, but I understand, you're bleeding, blah, blah, blah. Then she goes, what are you doing right now? I said, well, I'm picking up some food in an Uber. My friend is taking me, my male friend at the time was taking me to pick up some food so I could have food in the house. So she goes, oh, so you can pick up food in an Uber, but you can't stand up for 7 hours and braid my fucking hair? Who the fuck are you talking to? And I was blown away by this. And I said to her, I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna let you collect your thoughts of what you just said because you lost your goddamn mind, right? And I checked her. I waited until I saw her the next time and I let her know, disrespect me one more time, you're out of here. And she did get cut off, okay? But yeah, you're not a good person if you do this, okay? If you start disrespecting your loved ones, your spouse, your children, whoever that you're close to, you start talking slick at your mouth, you start belittling them, you start taking advantage of their kindness, the closer you get to them, you're a horrible person. Check yourself, fix that, because that is not behavior of somebody who's a good person. If anything, the closer I get to someone, I'm like, dang, I gotta watch what I say to this person. Not that you're on eggshells about what you say to them, but you like, you know what, let me think about how I'm going to present this to this person. Let me not say something to trigger them. Let me not, make them upset, or, you think before you do something or say something to this person. That's how I know I love that person. That's how I grow more respect the closer I get to people. I even, have, clients that do this. I have had, coworkers who have done this. We're never that close. I want y'all to know that. No, I don't care who you are. We're never that fucking close that you think the closer we're getting towards each other, the closer you think you get into me, that you can disrespect me, that gives you the right to disrespect me or say whatever you want to say to me, because I will cut your ass off. So I don't care if I've known you for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, you'll get cut the fuck off.